Call the meeting to order.
Yeah.
Emergency meeting called to order at 3:31 on March 7th regarding buying a new mower deck for one of the zero-turn lawnmowers. Jimmy, you want to lead us off with this? Since you're our public works man.
Well, I talked to Lewis a while ago, and he said the only way that they can mow them ball fields over there without gapping them all up is to change that deck.
Well, that deck's wore out.
But that deck ain't completely wore out, but it's been many a mile.
Hadn't it had some patches put on it? I think you told me it had.
It had. He
Where,
said that in the meeting.
yeah.
He
Sand.
said that in here the other day.
Yeah, the
Travis.
sand that wore through.
Yeah, it's been, but it's still, don't discard it.
Oh,
Keep it right there
We're
for-
not gonna vote, because if
we-
nothing else, we'll pull all the spindles off of it and stuff and throw the deck itself away.
I wouldn't do nothing to it, cause it'll mow. You can mow grass around the buildings here, it ain't gonna, you'll never know it. But anything you got to have perfectly mowed, you can't do it.
Well, I would, Mayor would entertain a motion to go, forward
I have a
with
question
this purchase.
first. I have a question.
Yes.
First of all, why is this an emergency? Because we just paying ourselves $600 to sit here. So if you add 600 to that price right there, is this an emergency? I don't think this is an emergency.
The only reason I think it could possibly be an emergency is if that deck, they have it in stock, and if the deck is got by somebody else, it may take us 2 or 3 months to get it.
I understand that too. I also have a question is why we only have one quote. We're supposed to have
We did get
3
that.
quotes.
The only 2 places we can get quotes from is, the Kubota people and the same company owns both stores.
Fudge and Crystal Tractor, correct?
Right.
But that's the only place that sells Kubota mower decks? I mean, I understand. I have no problem with buying a deck. My problem is we shouldn't have had an emergency meeting for something that should have went on an agenda item. I understand they
I
had it
agree.
in debt, in
I agree that we
stock.
I agree that we
If
didn't
Blair
need to
couldn't have
have.
held it for a week for us to
I
buy
agree that
it.
we didn't need to have an emergency meeting, and my first thought was Yvonne could call the other council members, but that didn't seem to be like that was the best way to do it.
We can't do that.
can't be a conduit.
Yeah, there you go. But anyhow.
Right.
And it's
This
so
is the
much
only
money, it's
option.
gotta be a council decision. And as far as getting paid, I don't care if I get paid for the day or not.
Well, I'm just saying, we can't just use an emergency meeting for some of this kind of stuff that we need to be an agenda item. I mean, this is not this is not an emergency.
I thought.
The
after
deck still works, it's not even down. If it was down and it didn't work
It'd be
anymore,
an
it would be an emergency.
Well, I thought the other night after we talked about it on Wednesday.
We agreed we needed to get
that
some
we agreed
quotes
that we
and put
needed
it on
to
the
do
agenda.
mower deck. And the only place we can get the mower deck from is Kubota dealer. And the only Kubota dealers that are in this area is Crystal and Fudge, and they're owned by the same people.
I understand that. I understand that.
Well,
But still, I mean, every time that comes up, we can't have an emergency to come up here and pay ourselves. I mean, this is $600 sitting here. Whether it's 5 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour. And, I mean, anyways, we can vote on this because that's what we came up here for, but we can't keep doing this kind of stuff.
I agree with that. I mean, I thought that we could have bought it based on the way we talked about it the other night.
We didn't agree. We agreed
did
to
not
get
agree
some
to.
quotes.
We didn't get a quote on it.
Yes, we agreed to get quotes and bring it to the next board meeting or whatever. So, anyhow,
Well,
it's needed. If we gotta do it, we're done here, so let's make an agenda.
The only thing I would say is it might even be close to an emergency if they start mowing the ball fields like Jimmy says, and it screws up the ball.
Listen, the ball field in Little League ain't the only emergency around here. We gotta stop putting them at the top of our priority list because of all this other stuff. I mean, I understand what you mean about it hurting the field and stuff, but I mean,
couldn't they use another zero turn on the ball fields, swap them out?
Chris could have mowed them. with that other,
Switch mowers, yeah.
Yeah, we just,
I don't think
I
that
guess
mower
my
is messed up.
suggestion is we need to just make sure what we're gonna consist of emergencies.
Okay.
So,
I agree.
If I'd have been here the other day when y'all had this meeting,
you would have agreed to quit quotes, because we can't do nothing else but that.
Right.
I mean,
but I didn't know.
Is there any other Kubota dealers anywhere within the region that we can?
It don't matter where you go.
I mean,
on
I'm
the
not
Kubota
opposed
deal.
to the price, I'm not saying we
It's gonna
can't
be the
get it.
same price. It don't matter which one you use.
They had it in stock and it would take a couple weeks to get another one in
Or
stock.
maybe, I don't even know when they can get one. The way
You don't
things-
ever know if you can get
So
one.
this isn't in stock.
It's in stock.
They have it.
Right. That's what I'm saying, it's a.
From what
it's
I
okay.
understand, they
As
got
Lewis told me, they had it there at the shop in Deland.
Well, I can't see in the store.
It's 32.99.48. I mean,
32.90.
which is, I'm not saying that's a bad price. I'm more or less stating what we need to consist as emergencies and not, because this is non-emergency. No, so it's not.
There's a lot of things that needs to be gone over, as far as I'm concerned, about the ball fields and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
I just wish I'd have been around to at least give y'all all my ideas about everything,
Oh, yeah.
but
We're having another.
we're here, let's take care of this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I want to give Crystal our business. They're local.
Absolutely.
We know people. I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm just kidding. I just want to make sure that everything we do is how it says in our charter and ordinance and getting more than one quote on stuff. So Blair's on our town planning. I
Yeah.
mean, we don't want them to come back and say, oh, well, they only got one quote from Crystal Tractor and
I
Blair
didn't think
sits
about
on their
that.
planning. We got to protect ourselves. And this is the only place I can tell y'all that, so that's why I'm saying it right here.
Well, then if you don't, if you want to, just close the meeting and we'll get more quotes and wait till the next council meeting, that's fine. I don't care.
I mean, that's up to y'all. I just know that's, I'm
We're
okay
here,
with Crystal.
let's take care of it right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm okay with this price. Just go ahead. I'll make a motion.
The purchase.
Yes. I'll make a motion to purchase, a 72 deck, so is that 6 foot?
Yes.
We discussed, yeah. For $32.90.48 from Crystal Tractor and Deland.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Randy Peterson, seconded by Jimmy Anderson, all in favor of the purchase for $3,290.48, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. No more business, meeting closed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Randy.
Some checks and set of minutes. Lenny, before you go, can you sign some checks for me?
No.
I'm gonna help my kids.
I appreciate